The art farm is a place where musicians can go to rent rooms to jam their faces off 24/7 and make as much noise as they want. But it's also a place where they can go to record their music. There's a full-on recording studio upstairs, control room, live room, lots of toys, lots of fun things. So I went down to meet up with Deane and Stefano, and I wasn't expecting this, but they've now launched another part of the art farm. There's something else that I think musicians can be utilizing, and I won't take too much time explaining here. Let's just roll some footage and you can check it out for yourself. And just a little heads up, this is my very first time with a camera in my hands trying to film while having a conversation with people, and the footage is like super dodgy, so just deal with that. I promise it'll be better next time. All right, here is the art farm with Stefano and Deane. Check it out.
What's up, Dano?
Welcome to the art farm.
Hey, man.
We've been expecting you. Come on in.
Yes, sir. Oh, damn, it's looking tight, man.
We've kind of expanded on this side of the room. And that was to accommodate our latest initiative. Not only are we a recording studio these days, as we've been struggling to get going in this year of COVID, we've done pretty well. We're also going to turn ourselves into a broadcast facility. Live streams or closed circuit stuff with bands that have either recorded with us or just want to come and do a good quality live off the floor performance. Maybe take a couple of runs at it till they get it absolutely right. Make sure that the audio portion of what they're doing is really tight and up to par, and provide them with some great images. We discreetly record all the cameras so bands can take footage and integrate it with their own work, or or re-edit it. The project saves as a Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve file, so whatever we switch live at the event or during our shoot is, a fully, it's not static. You can go in and edit it and so if we missed a moment or something during the performance, you can go in and re-edit it, that type of thing.
Hold up a sec. Dano, you're saying that you can record a band in high quality, create a great mix, and sync that to super high quality footage with multiple angles. And then I can then take that footage and edit it and create content for my audience? That's pretty fucking cool, man.
And what's really cool is, although we're delivering 8 images to our switch there, so that's our camera left tight, and there's our center cam and our zoom in, and there's camera right close in, our drum cam.
Damn, the drum cam looks tight.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Our studio cam, which we need a little bit of video lighting in here.
Yeah.
But the purpose of that is to do quick interviews with bands before we go live.
Yeah,
that type of thing, host events, etc., etc. Let's go back up to our center cam there. What's really fascinating about these cameras, so we've got fixed cameras that actually deliver 2 images out of them. So this camera is not only network capable, so we can remote control it and set all the focuses and color balances together and whatnot, but we can deliver a close-up image as well as the far shot. And as you notice, this single camera gets the full entire performance area without looking like an action camera.
This is awesome, man. I'm so happy you guys are doing this live stream thing, because it's obviously exploded over the last since the pandemic, really.
Well, I think it's just musicians being industrious, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get out to their audience.
It's the next step.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is a way for people to have an alternate venue where they can come in and keep in touch with their audience.
Man, it's so well lit too. Like, these lights are killer.
Yeah, we're 4200 Kelvin in here because I wanted a nice daylight kind of feel, but at the same time wanted a little bit of warmth in the room. It's all just borrowed from the video world, right? But the thing is that it's a full-time installation, and that kind of sums up what Art Farm Studios is about, and that we're really just an extension of project studios or bedroom studios. I think we've got company.
Hey!
That's the most important guy in the room. We're joined by the notorious.
Oh my goodness, they keep coming.
And he's going to make his final entrance.
Hey,
Stefano, the biggest dog. How are you, brother?
How are you?
Good.
Hey, man.
Hey man, how you doing?
So here we are with Aaron, and we're just giving him a nickel tour of our latest Snap-on, and that's the whole broadcast initiative.
Yeah, so have you guys had people roll through yet with the live streams?
Not with the camera initiative. That's new as of 7 to 10 days ago.
Sweet. Just got it all
It's just
set up.
got into place, and coincidentally, we've got the perfect pet project to start working with because Stefano is the drummer of a killer band called Overproof. And that just happens to have our second engineer, Lucius Perot, as a lead guitar player in the band.
Awesome.
And so we are going to do some work to both do some demo stuff with them to further our show reel for the studio and whatnot. But also it'll save as promotional vehicle for their band, as well as a test run for us to work all the kinks, get the best camera angles, and figure out how to get the best monitoring for people in here when they do end up playing live and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be an exciting couple of weeks as we both track and do some of these tests at the same time. Some long days for us to do some in-house work, but exciting at the same time. And then we've got these guys to keep us amused while we do it. Yes, Stefano and his gang.
Yes, go nowhere without them.
What's new since last time? It seems like a lot.
Well, migrating all of this gear was a bit of an undertaking. This board over here facilitates their writing and live performance stuff. And my second engineer, he's right at home with this board. That's kind of my home turf. And he's just coming up to speed, but more importantly, these two worlds integrate perfectly to serve the purposes of providing a live stream. It gives us better monitoring, more flexibility. I have sends and returns that I can use for dedicated processing gear now because I have another console that will take care of our monitors and headphone mixes and things like that.
Sweet, that's awesome.
We're just an extension of your bedroom studio or your jam space where maybe the drums don't sound that great there, or you just want access to better microphones. Or maybe you've done all of that kind of stuff and you just want to come and mix in a treated and confident space where you know that your speakers aren't lying to you because you're in your aunt's bed, house in the bedroom, or whatever the case may be. And even though we have the luxury of being in a reasonably well-treated room, we're working with good quality speakers. We haven't taken old stereo speakers and repurposed them. That's still not enough. So we use correction software. It's a further step that most guys at home maybe haven't embraced. Some have, but they're using maybe SonarWorks to run on their headphones or their speakers.
Yeah, that's the whole like set it up in a sweet spot kind of thing. Take a measurement.
Exactly, and then it goes below the listening position and above, and you measure it from about 21 different positions with all of those. And then you can make other listening positions for a bigger couch, so we have, a profile for these speakers and a profile for the room speakers and profiles for all of these independent monitors. Again, it's just about a snap-on to what most musicians already have access to, right? Or we can do full projects as we're doing with some of the resident bands here right now. Really excited about Chasing Phantoms from Room 9.
Cool.
Got some really cool, eclectic and clever writing. It's definitely quality over quantity right now, which I just love because it's just going to help build the profile of the studio.
Yeah.
And put out first and foremost what we're good at, and you attract what you possess.
Yeah.
And with that said, this guy's got a whole bunch of things to say too. Because this is just one single room in the entire facility, and this place is way more than just a recording studio. It's hella cool. It's like it's like
it's a hub, man.
It's a hub.
It's a hub for musicians to come. Did you have like an initial vision for this place when you started it out?
Well, for me, it was more like just. Being a drummer myself, it was always a hard thing to sort of find, right? Like a place to bash out and not have anybody complain.
Totally,
about
yeah.
It. So, and I obviously you can never schedule inspiration, so I always wanted a place that was like 24 hours, so you could just come and play music whenever you felt it. So that really was my first motivation to get this place up and going. And then like I said, so now we've got 9 rooms that are monthly rentals. And those guys are all locked out. I've got like 30 bands on a waiting list.
Lined up, man.
The beautiful thing about that is, it's not high changeover, right? Those bands are there for 6 months to a year. So there's very much a sense of community here. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah, and I think each room has probably at least 2, maybe 3 bands sharing. Right?
Yeah, man.
Which further builds community.
Totally.
Yeah. And then there's, like you say, the hourly room for the bands that can't quite commit to a monthly sort of setup.
Yeah.
Also not really available. So there's an option for bands there. And then, then we've got the full recording upstairs. And so it's kind of an all in-house sort of, setup, right? So we try to keep it a neighborhood, right? A network of
it feels that way, man.
Yeah.
Like when you bump into people and everyone's taking a break or whatever, like
it's
a little family, dude. Or a fucking big family, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's great, and it's very timely that there's not. It's giving folks a place to go, right? It really is. It's giving them a home in the city and to reconnect with the music community that they've been out of touch with for so long.
Yeah.
Right? We don't get to go out to the clubs to support our pals so much anymore.
I've been all around the world, obviously, with tours and everything else, and I see these sort of buildings everywhere except for Victoria.
Yeah.
I've never seen them out here. I've seen, in Vancouver, Seattle, anywhere I've been, LA.
Same in my hometown.
Right.
There's a few, yeah.
Yeah, and so that was just really niche that I thought that wasn't quite provided here in Victoria, and I thought, let's do it.
Yeah,
so,
very much needed.
Yeah. So I'm seeing that more and more now because every day my phone's ringing off the hook, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could accommodate more people.
Art Farm number 2?
Yeah,
perhaps.
Well, we're looking at
up?
expanding. Like the front half of this building is still the storage, so we might be able to grab that and turn it into either more rooms or maybe even just a venue.
I could see this really setting bands apart in a live streaming environment because, like you say, everyone does it themselves and they just have their condenser mic plugged directly in, and it's like a touch of reverb, but it's like they haven't really processed the signal too much or thought about what it's going to sound like on the other end.
Bingo. When we say we want to do a live shoot, it's not, give us a half an hour to unpack a bunch of cameras from a bag and stuff. We're not shooting. Let me log into Facebook while this is happening.
3, 2, 1.
I'm ready to shoot.
Hell yeah. Plug and play, man. I love it. Okay, guys, that was Stefano and Danny Deane at Stefano's Art Farm. You can find those guys online. Links in the description. If you're local and you want to go make some noise, hit them up. If you want to go record your music in super high quality, hit them up. If you want to do a kick-ass live stream, hit them up. That's all. Thanks for watching. Cheers.